Well, I noticed on my Rebel 1100 that it began to have an oil leak, and the oil seemed to be coming from the bottom of these tubes right here. After examining them closer, it began to dawn on me it's not coming from inside the tubes, it's coming from outside the tubes. So it was leaking down from outside. It was not on the crankcase here at all. It was all coming from down on the side over here, around these tubes mostly. And started a bit of a mess. You can see it has to do in here. This has been sitting here for about 3 hours, 4 hours maybe, and had that going on. So I got to thinking probably what it is where I've been oil in the chain, and then the oil accumulates around here as it slings it inside this case. And sure enough, took the case off, and here's all this gunk that's up into the case. If I can get that off one-handed. There we go. You see a big wad of gunk up here. That's the bottom of the case actually, but you can see how that goes like that, and so it's got kind of dirty in there. So I grabbed my handy dandy socket set and went to work taking it off to clean that out some. What it takes is a ratchet and a 8mm hex head, and that gets the foot pegs off. Then once the foot pegs are off, the case here, like that, comes off with a 8mm socket, and that's it right here, 8mm socket. And it takes these two bolts, one on the top one on the top, one on the bottom. And then the one last thing to remove is that there's a clip that goes in this bottom spot right here. Where's my finger? There it is. In this bottom spot right here, and that is, oh, here it is. Right here, it's a little clip right here. It just snaps in there. You can snap it out just by pushing on it from the inside, and then you got to kind of maneuver it around there to get it out past these wires and hoses here. And it's just a matter of cleaning it up and putting it back together. Pretty easy job. To clean it, I used some purple power that I bought from O'Reilly's auto parts store here last year, and then I used my just a screwdriver to help scrape the big glob of stuff off, and then the same brush that I used to clean my chain with.